can hear. From the book Sri Guru and His Grace. It is about, the topic is about initiating spiritual master. The spiritual master always performs his function from the platform of an intermediate devotee. Whether he comes down from the position of a first-class devotee to do the work of Guru, or does so as a bona fide intermediate devotee. Because the work of Guru is enacted from the intermediate stage. So you work or to serve the Lord from the intermediate state means he comes down from the first class devotee position, who is deep absorbed in Krishna. He comes to the intermediate stage. It is a Madhyam Adhikari. It is the duty of the Madhyam Adhikari to initiate disciples. A spiritual master may be one of three kinds. The first class Guru extends one food from the spiritual world into the material world. And takes souls from here to there. So it means this first class Guru is actually a member of the spiritual world. With one food he stays in the spiritual plane, and another in the material. He extends one food to the spiritual world and one to the material world, and takes souls from here to there. The Guru in the intermediate stage is situated here, but he has extended one foot there, and he is taking souls to the spiritual world. The lowest class of Guru has both feet here, but he clearly sees the highest plane and is trying to take the souls from here to that plane. In this way, we may roughly conceive of three kinds of Guru. These are not three stages of Vaishnava. But three stages of Guru. A first-class devotee takes the position of an intermediate devotee. When he descends to play the role of an acharya, one who teaches by example. He has one leg there in the spiritual world, and by the order of Krishna he extends another leg here in the material world to do the duty of an acharya. The Guru who has one leg here in the material world and extends another leg into the spiritual world is a Madhyam Adhikari, means middle stage, or intermediate devotee. He also discharges the duty of an acharya. the lowest class of Acharya, has both legs here in the material world, but his vision is towards the spiritual world. He may also do the duty of an Acharya. So these are the gradations of Acharyas. And the different stages of Vaishnavas are another thing. They are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. There are three kinds of devotees. Ajayam eva haraye pujanya sadhayati dadat bhakteshu janyeshu cha bhakta pragita smitaha. A devotee who is faithfully worshipping the deity but does not properly respect the Vaishnavas or the people in general is called a materialistic devotee, and is considered to be in the lowest position of devotional service. This is the lowest class of Vaishnava. The second class of the devotees is given also. Ishvare dat udhineshu bhalisheshu dvishasucha prema maitri kripopeksha yakaroti samadhyamaha. The devotee in the intermediate stage of devotional service is called a madhyam adhikari. He loves the Supreme Person of Godhead. He is a sincere friend to all the devotees of the Lord. Shows mercy to the innocent and disregards the envious. The highest stage of Vaishnavism, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, is described as follows. Sarvabhuteshu yabhasyet bhagavad bhavam atmanaho putari bhagavati atmanya esha bhagavadottama. The first class devotee sees Krishna in everything, and everything within Krishna. These are three stages of devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains these three stages in terms of those devotees who chant the holy names of Krishna. One who has even once heard or uttered the holy name of the Lord may be considered a third class devotee. One who always chants the name with faith is an intermediate devotee. And the first class devotee is so powerful that whoever sees him will feel the tendency to chant the holy name of Krishna. That is the nature of the highest kind of devotee. So the second class devotee may have some mundane touch, but he deprecates his completely and fully attends his spiritual realization. He is fully engrossed in spiritual life. His attraction for Godhead is there, but he has not fully escaped from the influence of Maya or illusion. Although he is weak, still his attempt to help others is laudable. He has not completely disassociated himself from his mundane nature, but he is conquering it gradually. He is gaining battle after battle and moving towards Krishna consciousness. He has got good will. He is a preacher. He has reached the stage just before he finally disassociates himself from this world, takes his final leave and enters the spiritual world. The neophyte devotee may go to the temple and worship there, strictly following the rules of scriptures, but as soon as he is outside the temple, he may do anything and everything. In his relation with others, he may not deal in a spiritual way. Scriptural dictations have only a partial influence over him. In his dealings with others, he may have no spiritual principles at all. But the intermediate devotee applies the principles of the scriptures in his ordinary life. From the point of view of the scriptures, he considers who he should make friends with, what sort of trade he should accept for his livelihood, how he should select his friends. This is about these points. There's some comments or questions. According to these points, what he's telling us, this is not some speculation. It is the shastric statement. It is by Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam said, and it is also repeated by Mahaprabhu with the Ghosh brothers. There's a story there. So it is the way how we should see the different levels of the Vaishnava. So we can check ourselves when we go out of the temple. One who sings, no, not me. He's in Maya. So when a devotee's social life is also affected and controlled by his spiritual principle, he becomes a second-class devotee. He adopts such a form of life. He is fit to help others. He won't be affected by foreign, unfavorable association. And because he has already practiced and is settled in that form of life, he knows how to deal with others and keep up his spiritual vitality. Because he has practiced in that way. He can be eligible to initiate disciples. He is qualified to help others because he has already transformed himself in his dealings with the outside environment. So he can keep up his standard by fighting with the agents of Maya. He has already proved that he has kept up his spiritual position, so he can be relied upon and entrusted with the power of Acharya. There's still another standpoint by which the qualifications of a devotee have been expressed to us in the revealed scriptures. One whose reliance, regard, and faith is in the Shastra, who attentively observes all the rules and regulations and practices that are found in the scriptures, whose practice and social activities are colored by his faith in God is an intermediate devotee. And one who acts according to his faith in Krishna, in every stage, whatever circumstances there may be, is a first-class devotee. His faith in Krishna, his main guidance, in whatever circumstances he may be in, with body, mind and soul, in thought, word and deed. In every way, he does everything for the service of Krishna. He is the topmost devotee of Krishna. So from the different standpoints, the stages of a devotee, a servant of Krishna, have been expressed to us in the scriptures. You may, whenever there is something unclear, you may ask. Yes. You are on the positive side when you guru, bona fide guru, appoints you. You should take this service. It is a very responsible service. And this meaning is one has to have the qualities of the Madhyam or even Uttam, of course, highest class devotee. Nowadays everybody becomes guru. Or wants to be guru. Even if you have not understood anything about spiritual life. One, it is very favorable if a devotee has never such desires. He always wants to be the servant of the servant. And this is a very, very heavy duty when Guru Maharaj appoints or some real devotee appoints you. You should do this service. It is not an easy thing. But for some it is very enjoyable, such a position. So there are all kinds of degrees. You will find so many gurus. And he may also find so many disciples who are on the same level, who are actually not sincere. They are just working on a material plane. I give you, you give me. But this is not, it is not a guru-disciple, is not a friendship in this sense. It is a relation between, we are servants of the servant, of the servant. In the transcendental plane, when we come, if there's a bona fide guru, you may be one of same level, or wherever you are, maybe at home. But here in this world, we must always respect the position of Guru. And the Guru is not the one who is running to make many disciples. The Guru wants sincere disciples. Nowadays they initiate, traveling all over the world, initiate as much as possible. They don't care afterwards because they have not the realization. Guru means he is, when the disciple is sincere, Guru Maharaj will always be with him. I remember also many times our Guru Maharaj. He was in hospital, and just after the hospital they booked a flight to Vienna. He comes here, so he still was weak, a little weak. Anyway, but he came, and then it was in our old temple. Many stairs up in the first floor where the temple was. I remember I opened the door up and we welcomed Gurudev by chanting. Then he came near and said, "Please excuse me," he told me. "I could not always think of you, because he has a small operation there. And he wanted to impress me, but in the night he took him back." But I feel very blessed. He looks very happy when he came to our temple. So like this, the relation may come on another level. But we should not think about these things. We are always servants. But when we are advanced, we are making progress in our spiritual life, then Gurudev and Nitai, Nanda Babu, and Gaurang Mahaprabhu, they will bring us, guide us to the lotus feet of Radha Govinda. In our line, it's like this. But we cannot jump. You may read Bhagavatam and you may read all kinds of shastras. It is not empty. It is has no divine energy is there. It is only knowledge. knowledge is you have to give up. Only surrender is the thing. When you surrender to the Lord, then you know everything, all Shastras. And the conclusion of the Shastras. You don't have to study all these things. The conclusion of the Shastras you have to understand. And this means that we are eternal, His eternal servants, or in whatever relation we may have. And I can only attain it through devotion, through surrender. And this I cannot just show when I am in a temple. This is I'm cheating Him. When I go out, yes.
I heard from this pastime when Swami Maharaj started in New York, then there was an ice cream shop close to where was the temple. The disciples, they were in the ice cream shop, and then they were saying, "Oh, Prabhupada is coming," and they were going under the benches.
Yes, that's devotees. I saw many of these kind of devotees. It is not easy, we cannot use Guru and Krishna, Radha, Govinda, Mahaprabhu, Nitya as that they support us in this way, our false ego. This was the saying that without devotee, no devotee. But now it is not anymore. Devotee, everybody can wear. But devotee, to be a devotee just because you have a devotee, this is not working. You put on nice tilak and you behave like an acharya. And then privately you become the servant of the karmis. This is no spiritual life. We as disciples, we are only serving our divine lotus feet. Whatever we do, if my Gurudev is not happy, not satisfied, I can never understand anything. Because Guru, Nitai, Gauranga, Radha, Govinda, they are one. They are the divine transcendental plane. One cannot separate. But we have no eyes to see this. It's because we get cheated easily. So what is the way? How can we avoid cheating? Get cheated. When our desire becomes sincere, And we should understand that Krishna and Guru knows who is sincere in his heart. And he knows what is our problem. And he will act accordingly. If we are sincere, he will reveal step by step more. And those who are looking for something else, they will not get. They will find another guru who is entertaining them, or where they feel comfortable. But if we want Krishna, if we want to stop this circle, samsara, birth and death, if you want to go home, back home, there are all our friends waiting for us. Then you have to become sincere. Otherwise we have no allowance to come to enter there. There we are all servants. All servant of the servant of the servant. Otherwise we cannot stay on the transcendental plane. If we are envious, if we are a challenging mood, if we are envious, if we want to enjoy matter, if we want to take the position of Krishna and Guru, that's because it is important that to be appointed by an authorized sadhu to take this service. It is a service. It is not that now you are king. No. Now you are the last one. You are the servants of everyone. But the disciple should not see him like this. Maybe yes, he should see him. Then maybe we learn. Anything more to say? Everything clear? Jai Srila Siddhadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Sri Gurudev Nityalil Vishnu Pahara Paramahamsa Digacharya. Astu Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Gaura Premanandi Anchakalpatarubhyasta.